conditioning until we get over there to unstick it. So that's about 30,000. I mean 3,000 for it. The air conditioner's about 60 to put that in. And that's an approximate because we didn't have anything.
What does our lease call for there as far as
Well, they're all different.
repairs? And wasn't there something in there that they would take care of certain repairs?
I believe the air conditioning and the heating's on us, I believe, yeah.
Yeah, it's the minor repairs they would do. Yeah, things like that, since we're the owners of the building. These are,
Probably regulations.
yeah, whatever minor, whatever, all through the building, whatever, so. So anyway, that's where that is, again, it's a building expense, building related expense, either repairing or constructing a new one. Cemetery division, it looks like those things there are pretty much the same. Until we get down to, again, the commodities, below that, we have, again, building, other equipment, buildings, I guess you've got a piece of equipment there you got in mind also in the cemetery side.
Dump truck.
The dump truck, you know, Kurt, the Park and Rec Cemetery has 2 dump trucks, and one's in not very good shape. But there are times that we have to use 2 dump trucks in the cemetery. If we have 2 funerals, we have 2 dump trucks full of dirt. And so what we would do is, and it doesn't need to be a new one, I mean, it just needs to be a better one. And then what we would do is replace the cemetery with a newer one, and then give the cemeteries to the park, and pass it down. Yeah.
I just heard a few moments ago that we have a dump truck for the transportation department they're looking to trade out.
Is that better than the one you have?
You know, honestly, I don't know.
Well,
I
she-
honestly don't.
She's talking a 1-ton truck.
Yeah, they're different sizes, I
And
know.
ours are-
Because we have to borrow theirs if we're doing big projects, we have to borrow theirs. Yeah.
It's something like KDON has, maybe the surplus property, would something like that work? Is that too?
Probably too big. They just got a
I was
ton.
gonna- Yeah, ours is
They gotta
not-
get in between the stones and stuff.
So you
Yeah.
need like the little.
Yeah.
round house,
Yeah.
Yeah, just a ton.
Yeah, I don't want the big ones, yep.
So again, that's, for vehicle type of expenses and whatever.
Rob was wanting to build it, that it houses tractor or something, or something to get it inside, or.
I'm sorry, what?
Rob was talking, you mentioned some building to enclose his equipment up there in the winter, or.
We have that one tin building where we put the backhoe,
Yeah.
and what we're gonna do is cover the north side with tin, so it protects I mean, we have the backhoe that was passed down from the water department, which is very nice, very, very, very nice. But we're just gonna put tin on that side, yeah. It's not gonna be enclosed, it's just gonna be protected, I should say. And we can do that, I mean, that's not.
What's the other equipment and buildings then, Lynn? Yeah, 30,000. You've got minor equipment at 14, then you've got other
Oh,
equipment.
well, it's called a mower.
Okay.
Yeah. And see, right now, we have a mower lease. In 2015 will be the end of that lease. But our oldest mower is an '06. I mean, it's an old 6, and we would replace the one at the cemetery, which is the '06.
Okay.
And I didn't get hours. I didn't bring hours. So. And weed eaters. We go through weed eaters.
Well,
Yeah.
I have a question. These are 2014 budget actuals, gonna do the same thing as the 2013, go from whatever down to $150 worth of expenditures.
On which line?
Well, it's columns, 2013. It's the total of the whole column.
Oh.
The 2013 actual, and the 2013 budget went from 72,800 to $150 for the actual. I just wondered where 2014 was gonna do that too.
No, I doubt it.
actually on page 17,
Oh, I see.
16, to see where the column is for the
I see,
2013
right.
budget and actuals.
You know, that's coming out of.
Might be really nice if that happened.
No, I don't think that, I'm not sure when transferred that, there's nothing actually shown in there on building division.
$150 is just in the contractual subtotals, and there's no,
Yeah.
the only thing there is the telephone and other equipment
The
repair.
building division totals was $150. I think like it's 72,000.
I don't think so, maybe decrease like that. Anyway, anymore on the cemetery, as far as, I'm
I'm gonna take a quick cut.
Bob is, yeah, I don't think so. But,
37.5.
well, again, that's a budget number until we have 2013, we're at that 32, so we should be okay on that. As far as, I don't think it'll jump up that much, actually, so. I think it was probably a little over budget in 2014. But the swimming pool, you do see some projected increases going in there. A lot of that has to do with insurance, concession supplies, which we get a pretty good business on that, so we're actually projecting to buy some more concessions on that. Of course, we do make a profit on that. Electric, water, and sewer, we're showing increasing on that, to kind of match 2013 actuals versus the 2014 budget on that.
How's attendance this year compared to,
Pretty good once again.
June was not the best. I think it was 150 average something, but July's been over 200. Yeah. So
Kind of cool, rainy June, so we had some days where we just couldn't go forward on that, so.
How
You
many
know.
staff are we employing with this 62,000?
They're all part-time. I don't know what you're up to as far as the manager, and you got an assistant, and the rest are,
right. I
Um,
have 3 assistant managers. They do not work at the same time. Okay, so it's people say that. But I have like 23 guards. I have 12 on duty at one time. And then I have 2 concession stand workers, because one runs the top of the tower, because I do not have to have a guard up there, and then one runs the concession stand, and they trade off every hour so they don't get, blurry-eyed. And so that's what I have. The cost of training, I mean, it looks like, for the schools I'm asking more, but see, part of that is because we train guards all over this area. And so I have to turn it in, but see, they pay for that. So, there's some compensation there too. We do give our guards a break. It is very expensive to train a lifeguard. I mean, you take books, mask, trainer, and certificate, and it comes up to a lot of money. Yeah, so.
They're there to save lives, so. Watch the kids.
Yeah.
okay, and the last part of the general fund there is the airport. Having one person out there, our FPO there, would be Travis Ladden, or whatever, and not gonna change very much as far as how they go. I know he's doing some hangar work out there and whatever, so, and of course, next year, it won't reflect in this, but we should be on track for our airport improvement, widening, and lengthening the runway project there, depending on federal FAA money. That should happen next year. It really depends on what happens at the federal level once again, because we're about a year behind on that. We thought we were gonna do dirt work this year and complete it all next year, but the way it's being planned out now, we'll do all that in 1 year. And it all has to do with what's happening at the federal level with their funding up and down with Congress. It seems like they eventually do come through the funding, it's just delayed 6 months to a year. So that puts our projects behind quite a bit out there. So anyway, that should be coming forward with them, but that project is 90% grant money from the FAA. We'll have our contribution into that. But otherwise, I mean, the general operating budget doesn't really change that much from year to year on the airport side. Anyway, so that does kind of get us through the general fund. The next one is the employee benefit fund, which right now is actually projected to do fairly well because, like, so we've had some good success on the healthcare side, and we have good news on that. So, however it goes, we're not going to really see a dramatic increase, I don't think, as far as a mill levy that would have to be devoted to. It actually looks like we're going to reduce our mill levy devoted traditionally to employee benefit because of the way it's been able to rebound this year going forward. So I don't have any questions about that. There's a lot of detailed work that she's shown here on employee benefits. So, we can go through if you have any questions on that, but it's.
Is it legal for us to transfer that mill that we're saving in employee benefit to?
Yeah, you need to go whatever amount of mill levy or whatever to, but you're not restricted. There's not like, you have to do, like four mills or something, or 5 mills to your employee benefit. So it's really discretionary to do that. I mean, so, which gives you some flexibility there. The other one that we show here is the library, even though it really isn't, I mean, it's part of our budget, but it really isn't, which is a little strange. I mean, we pass through their mill levy to them, and really they kind of run they have their own separate board, of course, and whatever. But legally, they have to run their budget through us, and it has to be approved, and it has to be audited and all that. But really, I mean, we're just passing kind of through what their request is and what they would. So they really run their own shop over there, so to speak. But it does come to us, and it is officially part of the city, so that's why we see it.
Did we reduce the employee contribution any for the money we got back from the insurance company?
Reduce the employee? No, we kept everything.
Because of their share?
We kept everything at 85. Well, 85-15, except for I believe the ones that are participating in the high deductible. Actually, I believe we're actually contributing a little bit more to that.